Hello and welcome to week 2 of the DOS Day Old Sushi 1 year anniversary tournament. I'm just gonna add more names until I remember the exact right name of the tournament. I am your lovely streamer, Hardstyle Toaster, and I am here with one of my favorite people and most terrified people when they are holding a ballpoint splatling, Noxton.
Hello everyone, I guess I still have my name out here with a terrifying ballpoint, I see.
Oh yeah, I still remember that ballpoint from last year's match. That was, oh boy.
I mean, I'm interested what will happen with the Looty season now going on. I'm actually participating with my team there.
Ooh, good
So
luck with that.
could be quite funny.
Definitely
But
could
we are
be.
here. But we're here for the Day Sushi tournament. So
Yeah, in the spirit of that, looks like today we have the Viscous Krillers made up of ENL, Jaka, FC Pippi, and Zion versus Manta Baes, which is comprised of Art, Eames, OPJP, and Soak. The Manta Baes have taken the opportunity to go and have their team name right before their names. Very classy. Love to see it. Go ahead.
I wonder what matches we will see today.
You know, I'm pretty interested to see how things shake out. It looks like we have everyone in the room, so I'm gonna hit all set and go and get the players assigned to their teams. Spectating. Spectating. Okay. Chaka. While I'm running through all of this, is there any interesting tidbits or trivia you can tell us about some of the teams or some of the things that you've seen this tournament?
What I'm seeing so far, Sion is a pretty scary player. And I think Yotza played Roller the last match, while Eames, I think, was playing Splatling. I'm sorry in advance if I get the weapons wrong.
It's all good.
But I wonder if we can already see a growth here between the people or not. After 2 weeks of playing.
I will say, having been in the previous tournament, I would not be surprised if we definitely saw some significant growth between the from the players even in 2 weeks. Just that first initial week tends to really help teams understand. I understand how to fight under pressure, how to develop their teamwork, and things that they are able to work on. And identifying those things, not the easiest, but also not the most difficult thing on the face of the earth.
Yeah, I mean, if you play together, the first thing you'll get to know is how to actually play in a team with each other. So as soon as this settles in, they are good to go.
Sounds good. Well, our first match is Tower Control on Cragleg Capital. See if I can remember the proper controls so that we can see see what all we are looking for. Here we go. So we've got Splatling, Splatana, Roller, Bucket versus... I need to move a little quicker with that. I apologize. So,
Got a shooter, a bow, a brush, and the answer from the other team.
true. It looks like the teams are trying to establish some kind of control. There's a slight bit of advantage for Viscous Krillers. Maybe they'll use this opportunity to either to pop. Oh, they're on the tower.
Just starting. Let's see what we can see here.
Ooh.
Gets the pick.
Soak went down to Pippi with the end zap. I do love a good end zap.
Oh yeah, if they can put out their tactic cooler, they're quite something.
Agreed.
See. Hydra gets pushed, but
It looks like Viscous Krillers is maintaining a pretty solid lead. Are we gonna see a knockout, or are Manta Baes going to be able to knock them after the tower? We've had one down, one went and super jumped back to base. Always a good safe move.
we got a pick in the middle.
Oh,
That's
a triple with the Zook. Oh wow, that was impressive.
And Cyan gets the Hydra.
That could have been a really good chance for Manta Baes to be able to go and take over, but with that well-timed Trizooka, it looks like Krillers will be able to go and take the tower and keep it. Oh, here comes Soak with the Ultra Stamp. They managed to push it back to neutral. Let's see if Baes can go and take the tower and hold it.
But they need to get a few picks there. This is what they're doing. Krillers on their plat. Obviously a Trizooka there.
It looks like Manta Baes are at the first checkpoint. Popping off the Booyah Bomb, trying to hold the checkpoint. Can they get it? Can they pop?
The rush gets on.
Oh, they're back on.
Oh.
Oh, this is a fight for the first checkpoint. And with the lead that Krillers have, they definitely need to fight tooth and nail to get this. That way they can get some. Try and even though. Oh, that was a well-placed suction bomb. Another one. Oh, excellent hiding behind the pole. You hate and love to see it.
Oh, they are almost at their second checkpoint.
They have to be able to deal with that brush. Oh, it was a trade.
Gets a trade. Sion gets called out, and it's a 2 versus 2.
Oh, we have a super jump onto it, but super jump protected by the Tri-Slosher. Excellent job, Art.
Gets a pick on the tower.
I have to say, even though Krillers are in the lead, it really does feel at this moment that this match is anyone's game. Yes, Manta Baes have some points that they had to make up, but it's not an insurmountable amount of points. The question is, can they get and maintain a really solid push?
I mean, they just need a second push up to the next checkpoint, and they're good to go.
That's true. Oh, the roller going down to the Tri-Stringer. Unfortunate.
That's a weird stamp around the tower. OP gets a trade done. And that's... Yeah, Yotza there. E&L with the bow. Trying to...
Manta over at second checkpoint. They're quarter through it. They have a super jump in. Oh, super jump went down to... I wasn't able to catch which weapon it was, unfortunately. Safe super jump over to Eames, who is pushing towards mid. Got a suction bomb out, but it looks like it is not going to be an effective one. Eames going back and hiding to launch off some missiles. Oh! And that is game. Looks like Viscous Krillers got the first point of the... first match of the first game of the match. We're going with that.
The first game for today's matches.
Agreed.
They're sitting there with their emotes. Let's go.
Ah, team coordination with the emotes. Beautiful. Alright. I will go and do a thing. Let's see here. Turning announcements. That's not where I need to be. Here we go. So, game 2 will be Rainmaker on Mako Mart. As long as I can remember to put in the buttons correctly. Thank you, great. Those were exactly the words I was looking for. First game of the set. That was a really good game. Krillers pulling off the really strong push at the beginning, including that triple Trizuka kill. Oh man, that was quite nice. But we saw a really good pushback from Bae trying to go and claw back those points. They did go and manage to get it over to second checkpoint, which that was quite impressive.
Yeah, Manta Baes are managed to hold that push for a quite long time actually on the first checkpoint.
Agreed.
Until they get it done.
It will be certainly interesting to see how the teams go and manage, how the teams go and play through the next games. Based off of what we saw, it looks like Baes have a pretty strong late game approach to things, whereas Krillers have a pretty strong 4-game approach. Now granted, this is based off of just one game, but it does make me quite excited to see how other matches will be, particularly as we start to get in towards clan blitz or splat zones, where it's a little bit more based off of being at a specific point and holding that, rather than having to make your way into the enemy's spawn.
I think... Oh, we are ready, good to go. But I think it's good to keep in mind that there's a Trizuka always at your back. If you're holding up a zone or something like that. But let's see what we got here. Oh, a few changes there.
I'm seeing what looks like 2 changes over on Kriller's side. And looks like the action has started. Let's go ahead and keep watch of it. We have an Ink Storm out. Or not an Ink Storm, excuse me, Toxic Mist.
Trying
Oh!
to make a way.
Pippi with the splat dualies getting in and out in ideal positions. Oh, going down to Art in their Tri-Slosher.
Sion picked up the Rainmaker with boosted green.
They almost got checkpoint 1. Oh, they did get checkpoint 1. Not
checkpoint, yes.
excellent job. I thought I could have sworn that Booyah Bomb had got them, but they managed to get it. Well played.
Yatsa with the roller, trying to get a few picks, but gets called out.
Looks like the Manta Baes are playing it a bit safe with the Rainmaker. Always a good thing to do, especially if you're unsure where the enemy is. In a little bit of a sticky position with it, but it looks like they're gonna try to go from the side. Oh, they met heavy resistance.
I mean, he was alone and were Kraken in the mid, so that's actually a good play here.
Agreed. It was an excellent play from Krillers. Taking advantage of the Rainmaker when they are alone. Good stuff. But the teams are pretty close in terms of points. See what they managed to do with this.
Push out.
We have Soak going and terrorizing the back line.
Art gets the pick around the Rainmaker. And They do have the mid right now.
Looks like Eames is going in with backup this time. Love to see it. Oh, there's a Kraken out. You gotta avoid that thing. But maybe. Oh, unfortunate. Denied. Looks like the Kraken broke up their offensive, and that led to the end of it, unfortunately. Kraken goes down.
Cyan with the Rainmaker. Trying to get over to the right side and gets picked up.
Baes goes and pops a Rainmaker before it can get too far away from mid. Looks like Rainmaker is popped. And it looks like Baes have the Rainmaker. They're pulling back a little bit, but they are maintaining good team composition.
Trying to make a path for Eames, but he gets picked up. We have a Kraken in the back to the Rainmaker.
That Kraken just making all kinds of chaos for the Baes. Jaka knows their special well. Looks like Jaka goes down to Art's Tri-Slosher. We have a Rainmaker reset to mid. Baes about to pop it. Baes have it. It looks like they're trying to go for the left. They have a significant amount of the team down. They got to go and pop it and get it to a checkpoint. Art ran out of ink for a moment there. Unfortunate when that happens. Art has it, going on top of the box. Popped just before getting up there.
That's with the roller plays. So let's see. Cyan has now the Rainmaker.
Eames with the wonderful juking and kill with their roller. We have some Tinta missiles going out. One that even pops the Rainmaker, or not pops, but denies the Rainmaker's advances. Unfortunate. The Eames was alone with the Rainmaker and got popped.
Let's see what we can see now.
Booyah bomb going out.
Left side. Yoksa trying to get the pick, but gets stamped down.
Oh, Art going for it. Oh, so close. There's 6 seconds left on the clock. Do the Baes have enough time to go and reverse that? Looks like another point for Krillers.
This was a pretty close match. Only
I have to agree.
Difference.
Great. I'm gonna take a quick second. Great. Could you clarify for me? Based off of the team requests, Viscous Krillers wanted to be Manta Baes wanted to be purple, and Viscous Krillers were the ones to win the previous two matches.
Oh, we are during the games. I see.
Oh.
So maybe on the second scene.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you, Great. I appreciate it. Fixing that now. I apologize in advance for the quick troubleshooting, but thank you for everyone's patience with us. While I am fixing this, there we go, that is fixed. Thank you, thank you. Okay, for game 3 we have Clam Blitz on Brinewater Springs. So, actually a favorite map for me to play Clam Blitz on. I really enjoy being able to go around into those little dugouts and be able to kind of sneak behind the enemy. Now, granted, it doesn't always work, but when everyone's in mid, it is a fantastic way to get in there.
Yeah, as soon as it works, you're basically holding their spawn, water, especially if you swim up, even on clamblets. So to keep the people at their base, so they can't even get the chance to get back to the basket. That's a pretty common thing there.
Yeah. It's pretty common, but it's very effective strategy, being able to deny them significant portions of the map, including significant clam spawn locations.
That's true. So I hope to see something from the teams on this map. I mean, the Krillers had a pretty good defense in the Rainmaker games, but Clamblitz is a game with far more movement than Rainmaker.
Agreed. And it'll definitely be interesting to see how the teams handle this. Will this be the game mode flip that the Baes need, or will Krillers continue to maintain that solid defense and to hold significant early game leads?
I mean, Manta Baes are showing feats that they can push. So if they find a crack in Krillers' defense, they are making points. So let's see what we got here. So
looks like Pippi's. Yeah, Pippi switched back to the end zap. I'm seeing no significant changes on. Whoa. Saw no significant changes on the Mana Baes team, but I did see a member of theirs go down somehow. Uncertain how that occurred. Seeing heavy pressure on the Hydra Splatling. Here goes Soak into the enemy's base with the Ultra Stamp, causing all kinds of chaos. Is that going to be what the Baes need in order to make a significant advance?
But they're 2 down. What are these?
Now it looks like Krillers are taking full advantage of that numbers advantage to go in, cause chaos, especially that Spider-Man in the back line goes down to the Splitzana.
I just see, you have to change to Rush here. Isn't going for the roller spreads. But...
Looks like at the moment the Manta Baes have a significant clam advantage, but that has just gone to Krillers' favor.
Siren with the pigs trying to find a way in there.
Eames going and popping off the Super Clam to go and pop off a special. Now the question is Zion still in the back causing chaos for them? Oh, Manta Baes trying to make another push.
The 2 pigs.
It can be frustrating to feel that your push into clams goes down really easily, but the more pushes you make, the more likely your team is to be able to pop the basket. So I'm very interested to see Manta Baes continue their play by numbers.
I mean, they only need 1 push so far. Defense is on both sides great.
Oh, there goes the basket. That's Manta Baes getting 80 points on the board.
So can they do...
There we go. A couple more clams in. That's all that you need.
Soak up there trying to hold them back. That's a few pigs in the mid.
Now to see how the Krillers go and respond to that. As we've stated, they do have a very heavy defense. But the question is, can they use that heavy defense to quickly gain map control and hold it. That way they're able to go and make a push into the Baes base.
They basically need to find our way in. And they're trying to Yotza with the Spider-Man.
There goes a Booyah Bomb. Zion taking out Ames. Looks like Zion going for another pick. Oh, trade with Art.
Right.
Jocko with the Spider-Man going and terrorizing the backline.
And they're trying to start it, their push, but...
Looks like they did go and manage to pop it. Zion going over the ink rail. They went down. They had a teammate right behind them who managed to stay up long enough. But it looks like Krillers did get repelled back into their base.
Oh, Zion there, causing chaos in mid. That tries Suka. That's one down.
Looks like the Krillers are going for a push in. They have 2 down. Can they go and make it safely?
Targeting.
Oh, here we go. Krillers are getting their first points on the board. They are establishing quite a bit of a lead over the Manta Baes.
Now we get into the interesting part. 10 seconds left and Manta Baes need to start a push.
They do. It looks like Krillers do have a clam advantage on them. Well, no. Manta Baes managed to pick them up. We are in overtime.
But they're 2 down.
Ooh. That is a team wipe. Not the thing you want to see. And that is game. Krillers pulling in their 3rd match of the set. I didn't remember to transition between my scenes. I'm sorry, chat. Please forgive me. Alright, next match we have Splat Zones on Humpback Pump Track. Ah, I missed this one. I don't think I ever got a chance to play Splat Zones on Pump Track. Didn't do the competitive thing in Splatoon 2. What about you, Nox?
As soon as the map got released, I remember what problems I have on this map. I don't know why, but I can't get any hits on the slopes.
I was quite a bit of a terror in this map when I would play Turf War, mostly because I would use my favorite Sploosh-O-Matic, use that to get around the teams using those slopes, and come in from behind and just reap chaos. It was quite lovely.
Yeah, I can imagine that you have fun with that, as a Sploosh running around, killing people and painting like you can do it. So this map is actually great, especially there are really big flanks there, so you can just run around in circles.
Agreed. Let's see if the teams use that to their advantage. It'll definitely be interesting to keep an eye on Zion. It looks like they are quite good at taking full advantage of flanks.
Yeah, and well, Zion played Trisuka very well. So if you don't pay attention to that, you can get picked up by it very easy.
Agreed. And with the flanks from this particular map, that would give you a lot of good places to go and set up your Trizuka for maximum effect.
That's true, so let's see how they will play here in zones.
Agreed. Let's see what we have for our loadouts. Looks like Pippi switching back over to the dualies. Excuse me.
We got a Dynamo von Yotza
Mm.
and a Price Rusher from Zion.
Ah, that's an interesting change for Zion.
So don't forget the transitions.
Ah, yes, thank you.
Edit.
There we go.
Let's go. So they're trying to get a play here. Zone is neutral.
Looks like it's pretty evenly contested. Krillers do have some points on the board. Oh, there we go. Manta Baes establishing some control over the zone, taking the lead.
Zion tried a flank on OP, but he saw it. And now we see the picks from the crab tank.
Looks like we're seeing some bucket on bucket action around the splat zone. Always nasty to see that. Oh, Eames getting the kill on ENL. Got a wipeout for Manta Baes though. Unfortunate. Looks like Krillers are capitalizing on that. They have pulled into the lead. Still quite the contested match.
And as soon as they got the red, they all went for the right flank to hold them off the zone. Zoke still gets a pick in the zone.
Taking full advantage of that splat hammer or stamp, excuse me.
It was a bomb.
Ah, Art popping out the drinks.
So we see our crab tank watching over the zone. Eames gets picked up, trying to cancel it.
Ah, it looks like Krillers managed to go and flip it, but they do have a significant penalty that they have to overcome right now. Looks like Manta Baes managed to contest it. Krillers managed to hold it still.
Okay, we need to...
Soak going in with the Ultra Stamp.
So we see a ink strike from Zion, and Eames gets the trade.
Manta Baes managed to establish control over the zone, holding it back from the Krillers. Krillers launching a comeback.
Eames gets picked up in the zone.
Oh, Crab on forward.
And
Taking out the Hydra. Getting contested by the Latana, but protected.
so now Manta Baes are in a disadvantage right now.
It looks like they managed to get pushed back into their base. Very not a fun place to be.
Eames gets some, and it's so...
They pop out. They are establishing control, taking full advantage of the bucket and roller combo to get some quick ink out there.
ENL with the tri-strikes.
And it looks like Manta Baes are managing to claw their points back.
But the zone gets again kept. So it's
Oh, two pops, two splats for Eames.
Ooh, and ENL get picked up by OP.
Got the super chumps coming in to go and cause a little bit of chaos.
And they
Looks like Manta Baes are pulling ahead.
So
ENL goes down to the very aggressive Hydra. Interesting to see.
frontline Hydra, let's go. 10 points left. Soak with the crab cancel.
And that is the first game in favor of the Manta Baes. Good job.
I think that cancel on the crab at the end was pretty important.
I would fully agree with that.
Point output gets reduced. And we see the Manta-based coordinations on the emotes. and on their banners.
I love good team coordination. For our next map, we have tower control on Ship Shape Cargo Company. Yeah, that was quite the match to see. What do you think, Nuxon? Do you think we are about to see the start of a reverse sweep?
I mean, Manta Baes showed that they actually can do it, holding back the Krillers and getting points on the objective.
Agreed.
So I wonder what they will do on cargo ship with tower control.
Yeah, it looks like, at least based off of the last tower control match that we saw from them, that they can definitely do some late game pushes. Perhaps we'll see them go and pick out a little bit more of an aggressive layout with their weapons. That way they're able to establish more of an early game advantage and try and hold back the Krillers.
So far we saw Manta Baes didn't change their weapon set. So I think they'll stick to it. And, well, they need to get their best out of it, while the Krillers are changing a few times their weapons. So let's see what's better, changing their weapons depending on their situation, or trying to stay what you're comfortable with.
True. And there's something to be said for both. If you know that you are particularly good with a weapon, I would say it's best to stay with that weapon. But we'll see what they decide to do. Looks like Pippi going back to their in zap. And Manta Baes is sticking with the tried and true.
Here,
Manta Baes going for a quick point lead. JP goes down. Soak goes down. Manta Baes still managing to get to checkpoint 1.
But Arctis alone. No.
Oh.
It's a soft wipe.
Some strong points on the board. Let's see what the Krillers do with their newfound control of the tower. Oh, they get to checkpoint 1. They have the lead. Manta Baes establishing some contesting over the point.
Pippi coming from behind gets 3 picks, and that's a wipe.
Ooh. Got super jumps onto the towers. Krillers are starting to make more aggressive stances. Soak trying to contest the tower with an ultra stamp. Oh. Manages to get a splat. Manages to get 2 splats.
And that's the picks we need to get back on the tower. Now we see a push from Manta Baes. Zion gets picked up. Pippi rushing in.
It's like Manta Baes are getting contested at checkpoint 1. Got a Booyah Bomb to going push back the Krillers.
That's not the end of the road. They still can't get the push back in.
Wave Breaker out. We have a Range Blaster from Jaka.
Ooh.
Managed to get 2 picks with it. Excellent range blasting.
Zion trying to flank, gets.
Jaka with the range blaster managed to pop Eames. Continuing to maintain pressure on the backliners. Booyah Bomb having to go and Squid Surge behind.
Pippi trying to make it hard for Manta Baes to get back. And now we see the next push from the Krillers. And L on the tower and gets picked up. Jumps.
JP with their Hydra managed to pick off the skirmisher, infamous skirmisher Zion. Booyah Bomb out by the base, manages to pop one down. Unfortunately, Art goes down to Jaka's Range Blaster.
Alright, we see the stand from Soak. Trying to clean up the mid.
Ooh. Soak going down to ENL's Tri-Stringer.
Now in neutral position. There are the picks. They going down a little bit.
ENL managing to get some of those crucial splats with the Tri-Stringer. I might have to ask them for some training practice with that thing so I can get better with it. Zion going down in a 1v2. Soak taking out another.
So Soak trying to get their revenge on the Stringer, but gets picked up by Zion.
Managed to get some significant splats with that thing. Looks like that those splats did help Manta Baes try and set up a push.
So we are now the last half of minute.
Oh, Zion with the Trizuka splats again. Going down to a combination of a Booyah Bomb and an Ultra Stamp.
Now they're trying to get their push in. Eames going with the roller in, and it's a wipe.
Second wipe of the match, and I'll wait to see, but it does look like that is towards Krillers, meaning that they have secured the 4 points required to win the set.
Manta Baes trying to get their early push in, but the Krillers are good with their defense.
Oh, and a fist bump between ENL and Zion. You love to see it. Those were some lovely matches. Congratulations to both of the teams there. Looks like Manta Baes, they did go and try and go for the early advantage, as you said, Nox, but they just weren't quite able to overcome the strong defense of the Krillers.
They missed a few picks there, let's say like that, because Krillers are got the map advantage and mid, so especially Zion could flank there, and Yotza with the blaster plays, of course, could get pressure in, and I think I saw Pippi flanking a few times.
Agreed.
So, yeah. And
I would definitely say keeping your eye out for Zion and Pippi with how well they flow between the Slayer skirmisher roles. Definitely scary combinations there.
I want to see if Manta Baes can get back in with their next match next week.
I definitely have some confidence that they're able to. They were able to go and secure the win on Humpback Pump Track with the splat zones. I feel that if anything, just doing some practice with tower control and possibly even my brain farted. Possibly Rainmaker as well could definitely do some good work for them and will pay off in the future. But with that, I think, and I think we shall call it until the next game at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
For the non-American people here, it's around in 3 hours. So if you manage to watch it, then please come back and watch these games between Vitas Squirts and one in Acrylian.
Until then, have a lovely evening, or afternoon, or whatever period of time it is for you.